Daredevil came out, gave us 2 episodes, and let us know immediately that they weren't fucking around. They're not fucking around. Shit is crazy. They're like, yeah, we can get crazy on Disney Plus too. I don't give a fuck. They went in directions that I wasn't expecting, directions that took the whole world by storm. Immediately made me excited to watch the rest of the shit. Like seeing how he reacted to what happened to Foggy and how he's trying to navigate things and put Daredevil on the back burner was interesting because we're trying to see how he does this. But at the end of episode 2, that motherfucker had to come out because them niggas was on some wild shit.
And he was saying, please don't do this.
Yeah, and that was for them, not for him. It's like, yo, y'all don't want to do is just fucking chill. They're already taking, Punisher's name in vain. They got the fucking tattoo on him and shit, so he's gonna be mad about that. You know what I mean? They already wilding out, and he's like, yo, just fucking chill. They didn't chill, so he had to let that demon out and broke their fucking arms and necks and all that shit.
Yeah, turned man.
And that fucking yell that he did at the end of the episode was fucking haunting.
In other words, he yelled because he's looking like, I didn't want to do this shit.
Yeah. It's like that adrenaline buildup. It's like you gotta release it. Sometimes you just gotta fucking yell. And I felt that shit in my soul. I love this show. It came back and it feels like no time has passed. The interactions between him and Kingpin were amazing. Of course, the writing is on point. Everything is just letting you know that shit's gonna get crazy. And it's gonna get crazier as things go on. So now we finally got episode number 3. I talked enough. Let's fucking do this.
You don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm. They showed that shit for a reason.
Yep.
Frank is gonna be very pissed off.
They bring you some food?
No.
They're gonna punish him. They want to punish him as much as they can for that.
To me, it's the most beautiful place on earth. White sand.
That's why I want to go.
This little tree frog. Doesn't croak. It sings its name.
The fuck was that?
I tried to whistle.
Bruh. The tourists, man, they think it's noisy and annoying, but to us Boricuas, man, it's a magical sound. It mates for life, right? So every sunset, thousands of these frogs start calling out to the one and only love.
You're gonna see that beach again, Hector. I promise. And you'll be reunited with your family.
I couldn't stay calm in that situation.
Nah, hell no.
Especially, and every night they might come in my cell and whoop my ass just because that's...
And they're not feeding you too?
Yeah, fuck that. And you know how it is when you're weak because you're...
And it's a shame because there's only 2 cops, well, maybe a few more because there's got to be more in this group. But there's only 2 really here that know the truth. The one of them is dead. The other one, you know what I mean, knows is going to bury the truth. All the good cops is going to think he's legit a cop killer. So of course they're going to be pissed off because like you killed one of our own because they already deal with that shit on a daily basis anyway. So they have a legit reason to be mad, but unfortunately it's false. So they're going to punish him for that shit.
Right, and they're seeing it from the wrong angle. You're a cop killer. That's all they see. Not realize you got 2 dirty motherfuckers that made him go into a position of having to protect somebody because they didn't even show their badge at first.
Yep.
They're like 2 criminals.
But it's the one cop's word against his, and of course they're gonna believe a police officer. He's just a regular dude on the street. So now they're gonna make sure they punish the fuck out of him. It's just a bad situation, man. All he was trying to do was do good. That's why I could never be a vigilante. Couldn't do it, especially not in this world.
I think I could pull it off.
Hell no. You don't even leave the couch.
I can do shit from the...
What are you gonna do from the couch? Xavier, you're gonna
Here you go.
change shit in one spot?
Here you go. You don't know what I could do from the couch.
Be cool. It's a gimme. No one plays cowboy.
I don't know about that.
Thank you very much. And, wallets while you're at it.
He's playing ball.
Do you know whose truck this is?
Silly wee bastard.
Ooh. Damn.
Man, was it Main Man compliant?
Completely.
But somebody invades my privacy. I have no problem taking my piece and putting it to their head.
You clapping for that?
Well, basically saying he's going to protect himself. Have you ever had New York style pizza?
Yeah.
Like in New York, though?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. My man is on the egg whites train. That's why he's so skinny. Because he eating like a person that gives a fuck about is his weight. Unlike me, whole piece of later, I can't move.
I know that it hurts to just sit by, but I'm reaching for higher goals.
Such as?
Sorry to bother you, sir. But you wanted to be updated on anything happening near the Red Hook port?
Yes.
Last night there was a double homicide not half a mile from the port. Apparently a hijacking gone wrong. It really doesn't help sell the place as a destination.
Hell no.
Inspire Chief Gallo to make it a priority.
Inspire.
They're misbehaving because there's no one at the head of the table. Without you or me there. They'll turn on each other. And when they're done with each other, whoever is left standing will come after you.
Yeah, that's true. She was keeping things in check.
That kind of violence, petty blood feuds, none of it is our concern.
Until it is. I get one to distance yourself from that, but eventually it's going to bleed over into your world, and then you got to deal with
Gotta
it.
handle it.
But he doesn't want to get wrapped up in anything illegal if he's mayor. And what the fuck did happen? What happened there? Who did you destroy? Unless he just punching walls to release aggression.
I think he was punching walls. I haven't seen any. Yeah, he might have been punching walls. Now, he wasn't punching walls. He was punching people.
Like, he doesn't want to get her wrapped up in anything that's going to damage his reputation because, you know, you got to walk a fine line if you're mayor.
Politics.
But at the same time, if nobody's there, then things are going to escalate.
You know you don't need those glasses indoors, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
Officer Powell.
Nigga, you still want to do this? I'm surprised he didn't die.
Well, at least I won't go to jail. Witness tampering is a serious offense. Now maybe you get lucky and the DA only slaps you with a misdemeanor. But I doubt it.
Fuck out my way.
That's when I got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He survived?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he survived that shit. That was an ass whooping plus.
First of all, it's not a party. I'm not your man. And this is just for me to get you on the stand without sweating and puking.
Relax. I got you.
I mean, if it helps.
In those 15 years, how many commendations of excellence have you received?
3. I got 1 for integrity and 2 for community service.
Frame him as the perfect cop.
We were assigned at Washington Heights, and a lot of the guys got sent down to Times Square for the ball drop.
Did you and Officer Shanahan see much action that night?
Sound like a poor man's Matt Damon.
Well, we were just finishing up a routine sweep. You know, places like a ghost town, and the defendant, he just came out of nowhere.
Really?
Did you tell the defendant to stop?
Yes, many times.
Don't react, Hector.
We yelled, we flashed our
Nice.
badges, but he just kept on coming. He starts pounding on us, and then I feel Kel pull him off me. Next thing I know, the guy just takes Kel and he just pushes him in front of the train.
Wow.
You lying bitch.
Me and Kel Shanahan, we were partners for 8 years.
Probably dirty for like
7.
No further questions.
Dirty lying ass motherfucker. Rat-faced bitch. Oh, I wish I was Daredevil.
I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Meaning you and your partner were alone on the platform.
Yes, that's right.
There's no passenger waiting for a train.
No.
No busker playing a guitar. You ever met a man named Nicky Torres?
I never heard of him.
It's curious, because as I understand it, Nicky Torres is a confidential informant. Used to work with the NYPD. In fact, used to work with you and Officer Shanahan directly.
Talk to him.
I told you I don't know him.
Yeah, you did say that. Thank you.
Go ahead, dig your own grave.
With a spoon.
Yep.
Who the fuck isn't dirty?
Anybody with that tattoo is dirty.
You gotta bleach this whole city, yo. Like, come on.
Listen, if Frank finds out, oh, he's gonna be fuming.
Hey, you promised I'd be safe.
You'll be fine if you stay out of sight. Come on, let's go.
This is a risky.
Somebody might already be watching.
Looking at the doors isn't going to get them here any faster.
Who says I'm looking at the doors?
They'll be here.
Oh God.
I know it. Somebody was across the street. See? How'd they find out?
Fucking nervous as fuck. Oh, they got T-1000 after him? All right, don't let down your guard.
Yeah, T-1000.
Come on.
Morning, officer.
Get out of the van, asshole.
I hope they tricked him, and he's in a different car. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Bitch.
Let's go.
Fuck you.
See my ass, my dumb ass would have had him right in the front seat with me. Officer,
They're here.
What's going on? Bop.
Where's he at? Not in court.
Impeccable timing, buddy.
Hell yeah.
That was some Bruce Wayne shit.
My name's Nicky Torres. 18 months ago, I got pinched for dealing. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I got a kid. I needed money. I told the cops I'd help him out sometimes.
And by help out, you mean become a confidential informant?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hold it together, please.
It takes time. Calm down. Gotta wait.
No, I was saying, I hope he holds it together. Like, I hope he doesn't like shake up and.
He's seeing somebody that's rattling him.
No. I was home all night.
Forgive me, I'm confused here. Previously, you stated pretty clearly that you were actually at the 168th Street subway station being beaten with
Hector Ayala intervened to save your life.
Objection.
With great risk, put himself in harm's way, didn't he?
Isn't that true? Counsel.
They're there.
They're looking right at him. They're looking right at him.
Just end it.
Well, what's it gonna be, Mr. Murdoch?
I withdraw the witness, Your Honor.
Jesus Christ, yo. Jesus Christ. Whoever he saw shook him up so fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, they're there.
I get it. I get it.
Motherfuckers with the fucking
tattoos
and shit. And it wasn't just the two of them. It was way more.
Truck hijackings, violence at the docks, a gang war. These are the headlines splashed across the front page of the Examiner. It all ends today. This is what you owe Victor.
1.8. I like the sound of that.
Are you out of your mind? Maybe next time you should hire guys who know how to jack
Maybe
a
you
truck.
shouldn't hire a bunch of trigger-happy assholes.
Enough! You're proving my point.
Yep.
How about I pay $0 to Victor, and you go tell Fisk if he's got something to say to me, he can come tell me himself. I don't take orders from the mayor's errand boy.
I don't work for the mayor. I work for the man.
So he was fine when we prepped him. He's an annoying pain in the ass, but he was fine. So what the hell happened?
Maybe the cops got to him, or they threatened his kid.
Or he was never on our side in the first place.
It's gotta be something.
No
Gotta
cameras?
He tells his side of the story, the truth. And we hope the jury see him the way we do. It's our only move.
We're gonna need a lot more bourbon.
Crack a couple more bottles. It's gonna be a long night.
Need some wild turkey.
He's gonna fall apart.
I sent Buck to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't trust you.
Damn.
You wanted to keep the peace. Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign.
Is that what it is? Chaos before a stronger peace? Or is it my penance for what I did?
No.
You're punishing me for Adam.
I'm not punishing you for anything.
You're leaving me out in the cold.
With him, it could be either of those things. Because you know he's hurt.
No. Where were we?
I don't know if they're gonna fix this shit.
It's a little too.
They at each other's throats.
It just got hot too quick.
Yeah, I bought some flowers at La Bodega, and I was heading down to the station.
Where were you going, Mr. Ayala? Mr. Ayala?
Oh, no.
My wife and I, we live
Okay.
with my sister and my niece. Soledad and I, we've always dreamt of having our own place.
I was hoping he wasn't cheating.
I put a deposit down on a studio in the South Bronx. It's not much, but it's ours.
Because you wanted to surprise your wife.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay, so you're heading into the station. What did you see?
A man getting beat up.
Did you know the man?
No, and I never saw him again until yesterday in court.
What about the men who were doing the beating? Did you know them?
No.
Did you know they were police officers?
No. I yelled at them to stop, and they didn't. And then everything just happened so fast. I tried to break it up, then they started beating on me, and I tried to fight them off, and then all of a sudden one of them slipped and fell into the tracks.
Could have just walked away. You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger.
Yep.
Wasn't the first time, was it?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm just saying that you've put yourself in harm's way before. Many times. The question is, why?
Oh. Oh.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Objection, objection, Your Honor.
Yes or no?
I mean, this is what you got to do since the one witness, the other witness we had.
That bourbon gave him some. I get it though, because everything was flushed. Everything was flushed. You got to pull something up.
Yeah.
Well, you are a real slippery piece of shit, you know
You
that?
sat in that very spot, and you misled me. You have the nerve to stand up and make a mockery of my courtroom.
Wasn't my intention, Your Honor. They somehow got to my star witness. My hand was forced.
Is there a division of hypocrisy at Murdoch and
All right,
Associates?
stop it, both of you, stop it.
So what we got to do now?
I sit atop a pyramid of over 500 ADAs. You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass. I hope it was worth it.
He's Puerto Rican. He's gonna single him out. If you have enough evidence, he should go to prison. But give him a fair try, which I don't think he's gonna get it.
Hell no. Hell no.
You should have asked me first. It wasn't your secret to tell.
You know, Hector, if you are acquitted, your White Tiger days are over.
I don't think you understand. Being the White Tiger is more than just putting on a suit.
I don't think he can stop.
I didn't choose it. He chose me. Might as well ask me to stop breathing.
You have to think about your family now. They need you. And for what it's worth, I think you might be surprised at how much you don't miss being him.
No, you talking about yourself. I'm trying to convince yourself. His situation is different.
We were driving home, and this SUV, it runs a stop sign, and it just plows right into us. I thought for sure we were dead, until all of a sudden I see someone running toward us.
Was it him?
It was White Tiger.
A few weeks ago, I was leaving work. It was late, and I have to go to this alley to get home. This guy, he tries to grab me. If White Tiger hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
This is a police report filed by Officer Lucas Barlow. When I arrived, the suspect was hiding in an alley, and before I could draw my weapon, he attacked me without provocation. And then White Tiger appeared. He intervened, pulled the suspect off me, then helped me subdue and arrest the suspect.
Officer Reyes, Officer Wong, all of these tell a different version of the same story. And it isn't the story of a man who has a vendetta against the police. In fact, I think many of the people in this room would consider White Tiger to be an ally.
Yep, see?
Why would you risk your life by running toward a burning car to save strangers?
It's the right thing to do.
And when you saw Officer Barlow was in trouble, you ran in when others would have run out.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk to him.
But why would Hector, the White Tiger, why would he do this without the amulet? It gives him extraordinary strength and power. Would any of you walk into battle with one arm? Every night, Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life to keep his neighborhood safe, to protect his community. He is a man of integrity. The community says so. The police say so. And whether Hector Ayala is wearing a White Tiger suit or not, he's a hero.
This is it's a good-ass fucking lawyer, yo.
You know, every morning I get up, I kiss my wife, I call my kids, I go to work to serve the people of this great.
Gotta remember, he's good too.
Hector Ayala might have done some good things. Does that make him incapable of doing a bad thing? When you have 200,000 pounds of steel slam into you, all of your bones break. All of your organs are eviscerated. Your body twists up like a circus balloon.
Yeah.
You don't actually die until they back the train up, and then your body, it just bursts. And that is exactly what happened to Officer Shanahan when Hector Ayala pushed him in front of that train. But we're supposed to be okay with that, right? Because it was the right thing to do.
But why would he just randomly snap when he doesn't have a history of snapping?
Real heroes don't need to hide.
Man, you can't.
That doesn't change the fact that according to their statement, he attacked unprovoked. He just walked up and attacked them. When he doesn't have a history of that, he has a history of saving people. Just one day he's just randomly gonna snap
and do the opposite of what
and push somebody off a fucking train platform.
A cop at that.
I could see if he's been having outbursts and attacked people before, then that's one thing though, but just one day he's gonna snap. When he's helped cops, now all of a sudden he's gonna turn on the cops? That doesn't make sense. You got so many cops that will back him up.
That's why I'm hoping the jury uses common sense and says, no, if he's helped cops, why would he start killing
He's helped cops before. Now one day he's gonna push a cop off a platform and let them get hit by a train? Without that witness, I don't know, man. You could spin things any kind of way. Oh, Lord.
Will the defendant please rise?
Please.
On the count of murder in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Yes!
On the count of murder in the second degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Okay.
On the count of manslaughter in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
How many charges do we have?
This matter is concluded.
Yes! Holy shit.
Congratulations, buddy.
Mr. Ayala,
Woo!
you're free to go.
Thank
Watch
you.
your back.
Thank you.
Watch your back. Because you know they're going to want some get back. Yes! And now she knows because she didn't even know he was the White Tiger before.
We're grateful that justice was served, everyone. There's no further comment at this stage. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Who's watching? Stay out of this. Stay out of this.
Daniel.
You Thanos
Yes,
looking
sir.
motherfucker, stay out of this, please.
Your friend, the journalist BB.
All due respect, sir, we have people at the Times.
Tell her I want to see her again.
Yes, that's good for young Soprano over here because now he gets points with her, but he's using her to spin his narrative.
So is this the Matt Murdock victory lap? You win the Ayala case, and now you get to enjoy the spoils.
Not quite yet. One thing's missing.
That is amazing. He can cook.
I mean, his senses are heightened, so it makes sense.
We pulled about everything we had together for an office bottle of O'Melvinies.
Mmm.
Foggy.
Yeah.
Nice little reminder that once in a while, the system works.
Not all the time, but
You're talking about your friend,
every now and then.
Foggy Nelson, right? I was kind of wondering when you would.
He certainly knew how to enjoy the good moments when they came.
Here's to a man who cooks, a well-won case, and Foggy Nelson. May God hold them all in the hollow of his hand.
To Foggy.
The Ayala verdict is an absolute miscarriage of justice.
Oh, shut up.
A masked vigilante, a murderer, is allowed to roam the streets.
I hope she finds out that you killed her fucking uncle. I wonder if those two dirty cops was working for him or affiliated with him in any way.
It could be.
Maybe that's why he's heated about the shit.
These vigilantes are a threat to any society. A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward. These vigilantes, they are not heroes. And I ran on a promise. And the acquittal of Hector Ayala demands that I keep it.
Oh, what the fuck?
The rule of law must prevail.
That's not him. That's not him. That is not him. That wasn't him. That wasn't actually him. There's no fucking way. There's no way that's actually him. What the fuck? Oh, the fucking... God damn it, man. Just to make it hurt even more. I knew something was off when Kingpin was talking and he was walking, because I'm like, he's not going to stand for this shit. He's going to do whatever he can to make this right in his eyes. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope he doesn't get set up. What a crazy final shot for this fucking episode. Nigga, what? Yo, this scares the fuck out of me. Anybody can get it. What the fuck? This is what we doing? Because on one hand, I'm so hyped that we got some legit court shit happening, and it shows the ups and downs, how things can change based on witness tampering and intimidation, and it shows how Matt will pivot and try to like save the case. by extraordinary means, desperate means maybe, but it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. So you do all of that, you actually win the case, everybody's happy, you're on a high, he's celebrating with wifey, cooking dinner and all that, and nigga gets shot in the head. With somebody wearing a Punisher vest, and I know it's not the Punisher, because he wouldn't do shit like that. On one hand, like if you kill a cop, he's on that type of time where he's after the scum, but he would do his due diligence to find out what's going on, and if Matt got him off the case, like if he, won that shit, then Punisher wouldn't go behind his back and shoot him in the head. This is linked to the motherfuckers with the fucking tattoos on the neck and all that. So
because why do they have Punisher tattoos?
They're skewing his message. Because they're seeing what he's doing is like, yeah, we stand for that. Everybody gotta pay that, is on the opposite side of what we do. So like they're taking what he does and they're fucking it up, which is gonna piss him the fuck off because he's like, you gonna use my emblem like for this? Fuck are you talking about? Like what the fuck are you doing? So that's just gonna make him more mad. So when he shows up, niggas gonna get it. Cause it's like, don't be using my fucking logo for this shit. He didn't authorize that shit. He doesn't have minions running around doing shit for him. He does that shit on his own.
I never thought I would watch a Daredevil episode where there was little to no action within it, but I love the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Like Daredevil is like it's not just Daredevil. It's Daredevil and
Matthew Murdock
and Matt Murdock.
Lawyer.
So you get both sides of the coin. So you get both. So this is a show where you can have an episode like this where it's just lawyer shit happening. It's courtroom shit happening, and they show you, you know what I mean, what goes down. Like that tells you the strength of this show. Like we don't have to have him breaking somebody's neck every episode. One, we can just have you in the courtroom and you're still paying attention because this shit is crazy. It can go either way.
This shit in court, we were still in a fight.
Yeah,
literally. Just a legal one.
That shit going to the fucking courtroom, like we following them and them having to take precautions and everything. Like I was nervous then, especially where the whole time you didn't know what verdict the jury was gonna come to until they fucking said it. Cause I'm like, please, you didn't know. The one witness fell through because he got intimidated. They fucking locked eyes on him. Like, yeah, you better say what we want you to say. So he backed out. I understand why he did. Of course, it makes me mad, but I understand why. These niggas can do whatever they want. Their power is unchecked. They can send you to jail. They can kill you. You know what I mean? So he saw that shit. He's like, yo, I got a whole family. You know what I mean? I got to do what I got to do. So I get it. And that with that, the whole case fell apart. So they had to do other things. That whole entire journey was crazy. And I'm all excited just to see this thing get shot in the fucking head. What a fucking kick in the nuts. Y'all niggas did this shit?
And I knew somebody was setting him up. I just felt it because it was the silent walking, and I just felt like somebody was setting him up. It just, the whole scene just read, he's about to die. I'm sorry, I felt that way. And when he walked up, I saw the dude in the hood at the fucking barrel to the head. What the fuck? And I just wish he was more so. I just wish his senses had went off and he felt like, okay, let me watch my step. But in a moment, he hears somebody screaming. He's trying to rush and get to it. Just blow his fucking. This episode honestly made this show so much better because this was a different type of episode. And I'm with you. I think Fisk is really mad about. He was mad about him winning the case due to the fact that we don't know who works for Fisk. Still.
Right.
We just don't.
Right. Of course, like dirty cops would be affiliated with Fisk. Of course they would. Because like in episode number 1, like Cherry said, half the cops hate him, other half will jump off the Chrysler building for him. So you got some motherfuckers that ride with him. So they're probably one of the ones that, either work for him or you know what I mean, help him out, whatever. So of course, two people he's affiliated with got. He's gonna want some get back. He's like, nah, fuck that. I don't know too much about White Tiger, but people were filling me in on him and were telling me stuff like, the amulet, like he needs that because like you take the amulet, like the longer he doesn't have it, it's like withdrawal kicks in. So it's like it starts draining him and he gets, weak and everything like that. So it's like giving a White Tiger something he can't do anyway because like kind of his life kind of depends on it. You know what I mean? It's like some supernatural shit, but like when he puts the amulet on, it's like, you know what I mean? You get that back. So of course he was going to suit up again regardless because he has to. You know what I mean? And plus He's not just gonna sit by while people getting fucked up and hurt. You live in New York. Shit happens every fucking day, especially, on TV and all that. Like, so he's gonna go patrolling. Like, he just got his life back. He's like, okay, let me get back to business and help people out because nobody else is going to. Daredevil's not here. Cops can't do it alone. Nobody else is helping. Kingpin is mayor. So what the fuck else am I gonna do? I'm gonna suit up. I'm gonna help people out. And you do that, whole setup happens. Gets shot in the head. And then the episode ends, and then we hear the fucking frogs he was talking about. Just to fucking kick you while you're down. Peaceful. Oh, man. And then you have a whole interview with BB's niece, whose uncle you fucking killed. Like, this dude is the worst. You are the worst, man. If I ever meet Vincent D'Onofrio, I gotta shake his hand like, you play a piece of shit. But you play it well. One of the best actors I've ever seen on television. But Kingpin is a piece of shit. This just makes me madder, man. And that's the signs of a good show. Because like you're supposed to get mad. You're not supposed to see shit like this and be like, oh well, he died. Oh well. Nah, fuck that, yo. That's bullshit. Once again, this is why I love the week-to-week wait, because now we get a whole week to fucking
process this shit.
Process this shit and go over like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? Do you see that shit? Like, yo, we got a week to be mad about it, and then next week we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna go down, yo, because this whole city is fucked. This whole city is fucked. Things are going to keep happening that are going to tell Matt Daredevil needs to come out. He needs to come out because you doing shit as Matt, it's not working. I mean, it's working, but you're limited to what you can do. You gonna have to put that suit on, yo. These motherfuckers are crazy. Or he's going to have to hit up Frank like, yo, I need help. These niggas are wilding out. They got Punisher tattoos. I mean, I don't know how he'll find that out. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody will tell him, but you know what I mean? They're wilding out. You need to come over here and do something. Especially since in the older series, Punisher told him, like, when he was on the roof, when they were having that conversation that was crazy as fuck, he's like, yo, you just one bad day from being me. You one bad day away from being me. And then first episode, he pushes that nigga off the fucking roof. That was a bad fucking day, and that made him act out of his character and push that nigga off the roof. And even though he didn't die, if he did die, he'd have been Punisher. So they got some common ground now. They can see eye to eye a little bit. He's like, yep, I see what you were talking about. Help me. Because shit is wild right now. It's out of my control. Can't do the shit alone. Help me. And the Punisher show up. You know this shit's getting buck wild.
Mm-hmm. And brutal.
When he finds out that they got those tattoos and they acting like this, against what he stands for, oh, he gonna snap, yo. You gonna see a whole minigun first.
Let them two cops that followed Daredevil into that apartment. I wish they did that shit to Frank. It would have been way worse.
Oh yeah, they'd have been spaghetti on the wall.
He would have never made it back to court. They were like, so can he take the stand? Yeah, in a bag.
Yeah, this is all that's left.
That's all that's left.
Throw the case out. Throw the case out.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, Frank looks for shit like that. Oh boy,
it's gonna be wild, man. This show just gets better and better and better. It just continues to get better. I cannot fucking wait for episode number 4 because this shit is, y'all know, y'all already fucking know. Ever since Daredevil debuted on Netflix, and they showed how gritty this motherfucker could be, took the whole world by storm. I watched all that shit. I couldn't fucking believe how gritty he was. I couldn't believe how gritty Kingpin was. So I had to go out and represent because my niggas coming back.
That's why you got escorted back to the house, right? 2 police cars? Right. They only identified you by your actual license. They didn't want to take the mask off. Thought you was fucking crazy. I had to vouch for you. That was embarrassing. Who you Makai Murdoch right now? I know you want to talk to people about it. I'm with you. I respect the excitement. I fucks with it. I want you to be excited.
Hell yeah.
But as far as how you look right now, with what you are wearing, just do me one favor. Wear that all you want. Do not bother our neighbor this year. She'll be 87 this year. Why the fuck would you knock on her door?
Because I'm helping her like carry the groceries to the crib and all that. Listen. When you put the mask on, when you don the mantle, you gotta help the civilians. You gotta help the people on the block. Let me need help crossing the street and all that. I gotta be there.
So let me get this the fuck right.
Go ahead.
You gonna wear this?
Yeah.
While you approach this woman, you know she goes shopping at 7 p.m. right?
Yep.
It gets darker earlier, even in March.
Yep.
You're gonna wear this shit as you approach her and say, "Hey, can I help you?" Do you know what happens? You get locked the fuck up. No, you're getting locked up. If you see, of course you can't see. The way you look right now, you are not supposed to be approaching anyone. She's 87 coming home from shop, right? Why would you approach her wearing that shit? That's stupid. You want to see the show or not? You'll miss the whole show trying to preach the gospel of Marvel and shit while wearing a fucking laundry basket. Like, come on.
You just a hater. You ain't ready for this. Day one, I'm there for that. Costume and all. Because you got to represent for this shit. This ain't no regular show. This is Born Again. We all born again.